On our morning show today, we're going to talk about the 44th Annual Hillsboro Lions Appreciation Dairy Breakfast. They're all set for the activity and welcoming in the public. Carl Baller and Bob Potter are in the studio representing that organization. Carl, it seems like the years go by pretty fast, but here you are again talking about it.
Yes, it does seem like as we were talking that it was just yesterday. And where'd this time go? And I started working on this beginning of the year, and now it's just almost here.
I'm guessing, you've been doing 44 of these. It kind of sells itself a little bit, doesn't it?
Well, that's true, and we on the way over here, we were talking, and I think I've been in charge of the breakfast at least 10 to 15 years, and I've seen it grow, and I always look forward to this and seeing old friends meet new friends. Mm-hmm. That's the whole idea.
You get a lot of people. What's the average attendance? Any way to keep track of that?
Yeah, I keep track every year, and I've seen it grow from maybe 700 people, and we're right around 1,100 plus. And I think it's pretty good for this area.
I do too. Now, is it a benefit for the Lions, or you just kind of do that as a thank you for the people?
Both. We do this just appreciation of the dairy farmers. It's just more of a meet to greet, as I said, meet old friends and meet new ones. But it is also a money maker where we put it back in the community in all different ways. So someone has cancer, we give them gas cards. Help a group up at the school, or people that are in need of something, fire, and different functions, we just help them out.
You have an awesome location there. We just came by it the other night, but it's easy accessible, handicap accessible, a lot of things going for it, right?
Right. The firemen did a good job putting that whole facility together several years ago, and they are fun to work with. Letting us use the facilities is just thank you. And easy in and out. Yes.
Not only is it good food from 7 to 12:30, but you have some crafts and activities. I think we want to kind of talk about that a little bit today as well.
Yes, we do, and Barb will talk to you about that.
All right, Barb, so you're up next.
I'm up. Well, we get a lot of people that come. They do want to eat the breakfast too because it's so delicious, but they want to see the crafts because we try to get as many people as we can coming with their items, and the good thing for them is we don't charge them anything. They have to bring their own tables and chairs and of course their crafts, and we get some fantastic crafts that you just don't see anywhere else, and they know they've come several years in a row, and they sell a lot of the things that they make, really different things, and they love it because they're making money, and people love it because they're getting some unusual crafts that they wouldn't find anywhere else. So the craft show is a big event at the Dairy Breakfast, alongside of the food, of course.
Right. It's a big draw because people can come for the breakfast. They can spend a lot more time there just kind of looking through all the crafts during the day.
Oh, yeah, too, so. Yeah. And we have a silent auction, and people can bid on those things and win them. I won a couple things a few years ago, and that's really cool, too. I bring some of my own crafts, and I get some of my family members coming, and we pretty much fill up that whole barn between the food and and all the different crafts that we get. So it's really a big event, and people love to come to it, especially because there's just so many good things to do there. A couple of years ago, we had a chicken or a rooster, and it was laying eggs, and the people just loved it. The kids loved it, actually. I don't know if we're having that this year, but the food is very, very good, and the crafts are also just really, really wonderful.
Is there room? Is there space if somebody's out there and wants to be a vendor, or is that all full?
Right now we still have space. We tell people if it's not raining, they could also be outside, and a lot of people like to do that because you've got all the people walking down the area to get into the breakfast, and so they're going past people that have their tables and all their crafts set out there, so they feel like that's a better space as long as it's not raining, to show people what they have when their crafts. We people, when I try to get crafters, they want to know how many people come to the dairy breakfast, and it's like, we get a lot of people because they know we have the best breakfast in the area. Mm-hmm. We have things that other dairy breakfasts don't carry, and then of course the crafts. We try to get unusual things along with your regular crafts. Some people make big cookies and cakes and bring those, and that's always a big hit because they're good things to eat. And I remember one year this lady knew that Carl liked cakes, and she brought him a cake just for him.
Wow. VIP treatment, Carl.
Yes.
How far of an area do you draw vendors from then, Barb?
Oh,
Any idea?
Goodness. Well, we try to go to craft fairs all over, and some of these people, especially when they hear that they're not going to be charged, because most craft fairs, they charge people $30, $40, $50 just to be there, and since we don't, they're very happy to come. They just have to bring their own table and chairs, and oh goodness, we have people that come from the Dells, and again, when they hear that it's a free event for them, they don't have to pay anything to bring their things. They love to come to it, and they always do pretty good, because we don't ask the same vendors, like maybe somebody who's selling Tupperware. We only get one person who's doing Tupperware, etc. Blankets, and we just want to have a big variety of those crafts for people to come to, and they do love to get all that stuff. I love to get it. Unfortunately, I buy too much because it's just unusual. You just don't see all these kind of things just anywhere, especially at a dairy breakfast. So we're very proud of that.
Bob, what is your area of expertise here concerning the breakfast?
I get to wash dishes.
There you go.
I look forward to that all year. However, last year I had some kind of weird physical thing going on. After setting up the day before the dairy breakfast, that evening I was feeling bad. Ended up being taken to La Crosse by ambulance. So I tell everybody that was all a scam to get out of washing dishes.
That's a hard way to do it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know, some kind of bug or whatever. So I guess with any luck or maybe bad luck, I'll be there washing dishes again this year.
Well, we'll hope so. Are you involved in the flea market or anything like that? Do you help out?
I try to help. Barb and I are transplants from the Chicago area, and we were fortunate enough to find Hillsboro when I retired. So we try to get involved. The way you meet people, and we have fun and get it done. That's my motto. Right now, we're working to raise funds for HOPE, HOPE, which stands for Helping Our People Every Day. It's a cancer support group, very worthy cause. They have an annual HOPE Walk, which is coming up soon. It was this Friday. And it's heartwarming to see everybody in town show up at this event to help the people affected by cancer. And, most people are affected in one way or another with cancer. So, other organizations are out there selling things, offering services sometimes to raise funds. And what the Hillsboro Lions do is we have these things called the flying pigs. they're wooden, really cute little pigs with waggly tails, and they're probably 4 or 5 sets of these. A set would encompass, it would be a mama pig and a couple of little baby pigs. We take the pigs and put a set in somebody's front yard. They come out in the morning, they see these cute little pigs, and it's got a little note inviting them to make a contribution to Hope, should they wish, and then we move it on to the next yard. So the pigs have traveled all over the Hillsboro area, and people are very accepting, very kind to help out. So we raise a good amount that we can give to the Hope organization.
That's wonderful. What are the hours for the Hope Walk on Friday? Are you aware of that, or when it runs?
Doesn't it start at 6, Carl?
Till 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Carl has been the moderator for the Hope Walk. There's music, and
Well, you can win a lot of stuff there. There's auctions, and the motto of the Lions is "We serve," and we do. We really give a lot of different things to people that are in need in our area, and it's very heartwarming. People are very grateful for getting gas card, things that they need when they've got problems, their house burned down, or the cancer part of it and all.
That's a wonderful thing that the Lions do. And as you mentioned, you guys are transplants, and where you came from before, they probably didn't have organizations such as the Hope organization and some of those.
Well, they actually they do. Of course, Lions are worldwide, but
right.
We came from a little town next to Joliet, Illinois, called New Lenox. When my first wife was dealing with cancer, the organization, similar to Hope, provided a hospital bed for her comfort and various things like that made it easier for her. So I certainly appreciate, on a personal level, what Hope does. One of the most moving things about the Hope Walk is the luminaries that are sold. People can purchase a luminary. I believe it's $5, and they're placed around the track by the Boy Scout troop. When it gets dark, they're lit, and Carl reads off the names of the people who are being honored or memorialized with the luminaries, and it's a very touching moment. What is it, Carl, that they release balloons with?
Somewhere during the evening, yeah, they do.
Yeah. So it's a
great tribute. So basically, it's a busy weekend for the Lions coming up, isn't it, Carl?
All around. We're getting close to and getting ready for breakfast, so I think I'm going to be ready. But it's going to be a full weekend. Saturday, a bunch of us will be down there getting things set up, and then come Sunday morning, hey, the grills are going to be going.
Let's talk about some of the activities, because it's just not eating and looking at crafts either. You got a lot of other things going on, Carl.
So true. Well, starting out Sunday morning from 9:30 to noon, we got the Warner Creek Bluegrass Extravaganza. And then but then at 7 to 9:30, we got the little German band. The FFA will be doing egg awareness activities, displays, petty zoos, some contests going on. The Hillsboro Hotshot 4-H, they'll be serving ice cream. Hillsboro Equipment, they'll have some tractors and big machinery on displays. One thing we started out last year, and it's the second year, is a medallion hunt. And to see the clues, you can get on the Hillsboro Lions Facebook page or the Hillsboro Center Enterprise. There are a total of 3 clues being out. So the second one was just given this past week, and I haven't heard if there's a winner yet. But there's a medallion hidden in someplace in Hillsboro. But the main thing, of course, is the breakfast. Serving will be from 7 to 12:30 at the Hillsboro Fireman's Park. The requested donation is adults $10, kids 10 and under $3. Serving will be pancakes with homemade maple syrup, scrambled eggs, sausage, hash browns, donuts, applesauce, milk, coffee, orange juice. We'll have string cheese, we'll have cheese curds, we'll have cheese slices, we'll have other things for you to put on your pancakes and scrambled eggs, and we'll have the Hillsboro Boy Scouts will be there to help people that have to carry your food to the table.
And coffee, yeah, they come.
And they also will go around and, hey, you need more coffee, milk, water, whichever you want. And they've been a big plus, and with what they do, our customers really appreciate something like that.
You got a lot of civic organizations helping you out. The Hot Shot serving ice cream, I saw that as well.
Yep. Gunderson Hospital, they'll be there doing blood pressure,
They
glucose.
Yeah, they check
Checks.
sugar and
then I think you can walk through. Oh, so what was that display? It had a big display there. Walk through the colon.
oh yeah.
They had a big colon there last year.
I think they're going to have that again.
And
Yeah.
that will be there again. And I had to walk through it, and I thought, wow.
That is interesting. I don't know that I've heard that before, so we'll have to check it out.
It was new last year, yes. Yes.
I think the reason we get so many people coming to our dairy breakfast is because we have such a variety of things. I mean, the food is delicious, and there's a lot of different things you can get. And of course, the crafts, that's a biggie. The dishes get washed beautifully by Bob here, and everything is clean, and we do get a very decent amount of people coming because they know they've been to it before. When church lets out, we get a big crowd coming in.
Yeah, it sells itself. I thought you used paper plates, so you still have to do dishes, huh, Bob?
Well, mainly trays. Carl was being modest when he started out and said he has seen the breakfast grow. The breakfast has grown because of Carl. He makes sure that every year is better than the year before. You know, we've tried a lot of different activities. We even had a people-powered tractor pull for a few years where teams of people from various organizations would pay for the privilege of pulling a tractor over a 100-foot track, and the shortest elapsed time won a prize. So, you know, we try different things, and and it's better and better every year.
You guys do a lot of things during the year, too. Bob, would you care to mention some of the other Lions activities that Hillsboro puts on?
One thing coming up as well in July will be we honor first responders, police officers, the paramedics and firemen by putting on a free steak dinner for these first responders and their families. So we want to make sure that they know that we appreciate their work. We have breakfast with Santa in December. Again, that's something that Carl has headed up. He's a busy man.
Bingo. We do a wonderful bingo.
Oh, yeah. During not so much in summer, but during the winter, fall, and spring, we do bingo, and that draws a lot of people. Have a fun afternoon on a Sunday, and we have progressive bingo where prizes have been as much as what
1,200.
1,200 was the biggest one so far, and it keeps people sharp. Playing bingo is one of those things that, as we get older, we want to keep using our brain and memory, and many of the people who attend bingo benefit that way.
And we have the food. We invite groups from Hillsboro who would like to serve food, and we get some really yummy things there, and people can go have their lunch, and it's good. Unfortunately for me, I don't need to eat all that food, but it's just delicious. So bingo is a fun thing, especially, in the wintertime when, what are you going to do? Go play in the snow or whatever.
Gives you something to do.
Yep.
Can I find some bargains Sunday at the flea market then? What kind of things are normally there, Barb?
Oh, goodness. We try to get just different things. I think I said before, we don't get a person or two or three people bringing the same thing. Everything is different at the tables. Of course, one of my favorites is when we get the people making the big cookies for $1 each, or a cake, or they do that, and just different things. I think crafters realize, you can go to these craft fairs all over and get things, but they try to do some different stuff every year that you don't see it at other craft fairs, and people are always happy with what they've made. The crafters are always happy that they've made the money that they've made. And we never have any trouble getting crafters. So,
well, some of the items from the crackers, as Barb said, they don't have to pay for a booth space. Just donate an item to the silent auction. And some of those will be goat milk products, crocheted items, doll clothes, wild cowpoke clothing, Mary Kay, Pampers Chef, and Norwex are some of the items that will be on the silent auction coming from the vendors. But on top of that, items that I have sent out letters asking for donations will be on the silent auction. And Menard sent me some gloves, tickets to the Dell's boat tours, Fit for Life, a certificate, golfing at Fairfield Hills Golf Course, Pizza Ranch in Baraboo, Springbrook Golf Course, Abra Auto Body and Glass, car washes for there, Milwaukee Pretzel Company. I got certificates for, you can get 25-ounce pretzels.
Wow.
Wisconsin Dells, Mount Olympus Water Park, and then gift card, and then also Mount Olympus Top Secret building. Milwaukee County Zoo, Whole Chunk Casino in Baraboo, beautiful basket. And I know I can't remember everything is included, but one of them is a one-night stay. The Lodge in Boston, with the Wisconsin Winery, the House on the Rock, got the certificate there. And just recently, I got 2 beach towels out of Pennsylvania. And I know there's a couple other things, so I'm just very pleased with what I've gotten for the silent auction.
I know you couldn't do it without your sponsors. Would you like to mention some of those?
Well, there's a lot of them. People in the community have donated financially towards this, and I don't want to mention all their names because I'm going to miss someone. But those that have or will be, thank you, thank you. We couldn't do a lot of this without the community help and the groups that are helping also. And then all our workers that are helping to feed everyone, get things prepared. Again, thank you to everyone. And I know by the time this is over with, I will be a tired little boy.
Especially with so many things going on this weekend.
Yeah, it's a nice thing. I'm retired now, so I can just relax instead of trying to relax at work.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But lots of things to see and do. The ag awareness activities, I think that's going to draw a lot of people as well.
That usually does, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And FFA does a good job. You know, I said, petting zoo, the games that they're going to have, I don't know what they all are going to be, but hey, kids and adults will enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a delicious menu and really reasonably priced, Barb.
You know, I think that's the reason that we get the people that we do. It's not just come and eat some food. It's so many different things. The food, of course, is delicious. I try to sneak up there and grab a sausage every once in a while because they're so good. But it's a wide variety of food, a wide variety of crafts. There's just so much to do, and I think the people realize that once they come, it's like, oh, let's go back to Hillsboro, because all these towns have their dairy breakfasts. But yeah, it's a reasonable cost, and you get a lot of food, whatever you want. And I just don't think you can beat it. Of course, we really didn't know about things like this coming from Chicago. We didn't have the farmers that they have up here and all this. So we were greatly happy to take part in all this. Well, we became Lions the first year we lived here. And yeah, this is definitely a wonderful event. You're helping people. The motto, we serve, that's what the Lions say, and they do it in so many different ways, and this is one of them. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I know Bob and Carl are too.
One of the things, Phil, you had mentioned earlier is do they do things like that down in the Chicago area? Well, yes, they do. But what sets this apart is that the various groups in the community work together. We'll have the Women's Civic Club, the Friends of the Library, the firemen. Just all these groups cooperate and get together to make it a community event. We feel very fortunate to have found a place to retire where everybody's so friendly. They wave at one another when they drive past, and unlike Chicago, when they wave here, they use all 5 fingers.
I was thinking that. I was glad you said that. So that's. But the Lions certainly are fortunate to have you both as well, because it's not every day that a couple of volunteers walk in. All groups are looking for volunteers these days.
We really feel good doing what we all do because, well, again, the motto, we serve, we do help a lot of people that have physical problems and whose the houses, we've helped a lot of people whose houses have burned, and we just contribute so much, and we didn't deal with that in the Chicago area, and when we moved up here, we just got involved right away and really enjoy what we do for the people of the community, and I know they enjoy what we do for them, so.
Well, people know their neighbors and help their neighbors around here.
Yeah, definitely.
When someone has a personal tragedy or serious illness, the others in the community will come by. They'll ask, how are you doing? Can we mow your lawn? Can we do this for you, that for you? It's a real community, and that's something that you don't typically find in a more impersonal area, any big city.
Yeah.
Delicious menu, Carl, and just when we ran it down a little bit ago, my mouth was watering there. But do you have a lot of stuff donated? A lot of the food donated then too?
We do get some of the food donated. Of course, the main ingredients of pancakes, eggs, sausage, hash browns. Well, we have to buy that, but of all the breakfasts in the area, we're the only one that has something different, and that's the hash browns. And I think that's been a big hit over the years. And but yeah, we got people that, I said, different businesses, groups have donated financially towards the Lions breakfast, which we totally appreciate it. And that helps defray the cost and try to keep the cost of the breakfast down too.
And they come and help.
They'll help too. But one thing I have to say is thank you, Phil and WRCO, for helping us promote all of our activities, especially this one. And anybody listening, make sure you listen. You guys are going to be giving away 12 tickets.
Yes, we are.
So you can get a free ticket
Woohoo! Yeah.
on the Lions.
There you go. As if you needed an excuse to go. Now you got one, you know.
Yes.
But you can spend some money at the craft fair or something
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate giving airtime because we know how important you guys are for the community, and we appreciate the Lions. And I know you do things for the eye bank too, don't you? Do you get involved in that as well?
We collect glasses, and
Hearing
there's
aids too, don't we?
and hearing aids,
Yeah.
and even ink cartridges.
Oh.
And and I know they're in the hospital, the eye clinic, I think the drugstore are some of the places that have the canisters for donation. So, and they do go up to Rochelle, the Lions camp. This stuff will go up there and they will sort it. And we appreciate people donating those things.
Right. Well, thanks for coming in today, guys. We appreciate it very much.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you,
very
and
much.
come to our breakfast on
Yeah.
Sunday, June 22nd, from 12 to 7 to 12:30.
Lots of time to get there that morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Carl Bowler, along with Barb and Bob Potter, joining us from the Hillsboro Lions. Their appreciation dairy breakfast coming up this very weekend.